YouTube, what's going on YouTube? What is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, Dedrick Alex Jr. And I am indeed back with you. Back to the bloopers, I see. So my good family, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Before we get into today's video, all right, just want to shout out Premier Couture Society, all right? They keep your boy laced with the fly hats, man. So as I've been talking about hats lately, this is another dope one, man. We'll have some B-roll so y'all can get a better feel for it. But I really like this hat, man. Very nice detail. Love the patch, love the pin, and Premier Couture Society is that. So if you want to check them out, very nice streetwear, some really dope hats, t-shirts, and other items, man, to get you right, man. So y'all check them out. You want to save some money? Use my code Dedrick. What is it? Dedrick. What's right here? I think it's Dedrick 20. Yeah, 20% off. Dedrick 20 from Premier Couture Society. All right, y'all check them out, man. If I come across something, I'm gonna bring it to y'all, all right? And this is a hat that I wear. I have 3 of them, all right? Because I like them. I like the style, like how they give off, man. So Premier Couture Society, use my link, man. Save you some money and be fly for the summer. Even though I got on a hoodie in May. YouTube, what's going on YouTube? What is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, Dedrick Alex Jr. And I am indeed back with yet another fragrance video, all right? So today we're back with a versus battle, all right? I haven't done a versus battle in a little while, but I think we have 2 contenders here to make a mega matchup, all right? So before we get into that, smell good family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing fantastic, doing great, doing good. If it could go well, I hope it is going great, all right? So if you're having a tough time right now and everything, you know, it seems out of whack and not going your way, I truly hope, really, truly hope that very, very soon, quickly, things start to turn around for you and everyone around you and everything that is around you, all right? So positive vibes and positive energy only. That's what we own. That's what we own. All right, the 6K giveaway, that is still live too. 6,000 subscriber giveaway. Don't forget to enter. The video will pop up in the cards at the end of this video. Watch the video, enter the giveaway, and let's see who wins, all right? All right, man, so let's get into it. All right, man, we have a versus battle of 2 very summery, tropical, different types of fragrances. And I know I'm not dressed like it. I'm dressed like it's fall in October, but this weather is funny. Even up here in Jacksonville, it is rainy, it is windy, and the temperatures have kind of dropped a little bit to the lower 70s, all right? So that's why I'm kind of dressed like it's mid-October, but it is in the heart of May right now. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's introduce the 2 participants in today's fight. Up first, man, this one right here is the first one that I was introduced to. This is how I smell the DNA, and it is the originator of the 2, all right? From the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier. All right, we have Jean-Paul Gaultier La Beau EDT. EDT, all right? And it is going up against its challenger, a clone, all right? From the House of Paris Corner, we have Kaheela Platinum, all right? Kaheela Platinum, okay? Now, both of these fragrances do a lot of things the same way, very, very similar. And you're gonna get a tropical, fun, unique type of DNA with both of these. But with these being so similar, I'm going to break down which one I like the best and give you the kind of differences and major similarities to the 2. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the battle with the original. All right, the one who presented this DNA first, and that is Jean-Paul Gaultier's La Beau. All right, well, yeah, La Beau. I be getting La Beau and La Beau all mixed up. All right, so let's go ahead and get this in the air, man, just to get a amazing fragrance, man. God, it is so good and so different. You get this beautiful coconut that's not sunscreeny at all. You get this citrus overtone undertone underneath the coconut in the bergamot, and then you get this nice sweet, slightly powdery tonka bean, more on the sweet side, but not too sweet with this one right here. All right, so this one is fun, it is tropical, it is summertime, and it has a unique vibe and a unique feel. So if you're looking for something different with either one of these in the DNA, the originator here really got the ball rolling. Just to kind of read off the notes exactly with the accords, it's very very attractive, very sexy type of vibe here. So with Le Labo's Jean Paul Gaultier, we have a coconut, vanilla, sweet, citrusy, ambery, aromatic, lactonic, tropical, fresh, spicy, and nutty style of a fragrance here. Top note bergamot, mid note coconut, and bottom note is tonka bean. Now, from my experience, the coconut lasts a good bit, all right? The citrus aspect from the bergamot, it doesn't last that long, all right? I pick it up in the early stages of the fragrance's development, and when I get down to the mid, it starts to fizzle out. Now, when the bergamot citrusy feel starts to fizzle out, the coconut is left to meet with the tonka bean, all right? But the tonka bean does not come off overly sweet. It's like the perfect medium as it's get down to the mid and the dry down, okay? So, like I said before, very summery, very vacation-y, very tropical, different type of scent, all right? Now, the performance on this thing, I get roughly around that 6-hour mark. I get about 6 hours with this. Now, in the first 2 hours, it's pumping off. It is pumping off in a very good way. But once you get to that 3rd hour, 4th, 5th, 6th hour, it starts to regress and regress and regress. And if you're out for a long period of time, it depends on obviously how your skin reacts to it. You might need to reapply. This is going to be an all-day type of thing when wearing this one, all right? The quality here is good. It doesn't come off cheap or synthetic. I mean, for the price you pay for, you hope it wouldn't. It would still give you some quality, but no cheapness here for me. Nothing too synthetic here. I'm not gonna say no synthetic at all, even though the coconut is very realistic with no sunscreen play in this one. Okay, so this one right here kind of checks the boxes of what summer is and what you're looking for in a unique summer fragrance, especially how realistic that coconut comes across. Now, overall, with my rating on this, speaking of the going back to the DNA of this thing and the overall performance of this thing, with this performance, I give it a good, I'm going to say with this DNA, man, I'm going to give this an 8 out of a 10. I'm going to give Jean Paul Gaultier an 8 out of a 10 as well. The scent DNA is just there, man, and it is good. So overall, 8 out of a 10. This is a championship contender for the summer for sure. All right, man. So let's get into its challenger, so to speak, the clone of this one right here. And this was the one that I received first. All right, I got the Le Beau second, and we got from the House of Paris Corner, we have Kaheela Platinum. Now, I can't take credit for this clone, man. I got to give my guy Ross over at TLT Reviews a big shout out, because he is the one who sold me on this fragrance and how it compares to the EDT. So getting this one in the air, yes, it's very, very similar. As a matter of fact, the notes are identical. We can get that out the way. Bergamot, coconut, tonka bean. That's what you get. But I'm going to get into the similarities once I get this in the air. The atomizer isn't that great, but it smells really good. And at first I was like, if you have this one, then you don't need this one. But my mind has changed. My mind has changed, because to me, you get some differences in the both of these. And let's talk about Kaheela Platinum here. The first thing that stands out is the sweetness of the tonka bean is the feature player here. Do you get coconut? Yes. Is it sunscreeny? No. The citrus in here, it's there, but it's more minimum than the citrus in here, in my opinion. With this one, I get, ooh, almost dropped that bottle now. All right, with this one, I get more of the tonka bean, and then I get the coconut, and then the citrus. That's the order that I get with this one. Now, for those who might be looking for a bit more of a sweeter take on the Le Beau DNA, then this is your bet, because the tonka bean indeed comes off a tad bit more sweeter. Now, the coconut, if someone's asking which one is more realistic, is it the Kaheela Platinum or is it Le Beau? It's definitely the Le Beau. The Le Beau coconut is definitely more realistic. It's more in your face, and it's more, oh yeah, this is a coconut feel. Now, in this one, the coconut vibe is not sunscreen, like I mentioned before. So if you're worried about sunscreen, you're not going to get that in either one of these. So you can check that off your list. But going back to Kaheela Platinum, it's a more sweeter version of Le Beau et la Toilette, all right? And what I mean by that is, this could be more for the summer evenings, in my opinion. You can wear this during the day, in my opinion, especially when it's really, really warm out. But this one right here, it could become a little cloying if you wear it in the high heat or just a very warm day during the day, because how sweet the tonka bean comes across, in my opinion. Now, how close is this? How close is this, the clone, to the original? I'm gonna say it is in the 85% range, maybe close to 90% range. But the difference is gonna be how much sweeter the tonka bean comes across in this one. You want more bang, more boom coconut, boom. If you want more of the tonka bean, a little less coconut, boom. In my opinion, that's what you're gonna get with Kaheela Platinum. Now, the bottle design and all that, both of them are real, kind of crazy with the bottle designs. You're not really getting too I mean, they both are really wild, but of course, with the, with the Jean Paul Gaultiers and, some Middle Eastern houses, then you're just gonna get that wild bottle style. But honestly, I don't care. Now, my rating for this here, I'm gonna take this down a notch. It's probably gonna reveal my winner. I'm gonna say it's around a 7.5 out of a 10. Now, I've yet to wear this on a summer night, so that rating could change down the line. But as far as this versus battle goes, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of a 10. Now, performance, right around the same range. You're gonna get around that 5 to 6 hour range. And it's going to, the tonka bean is going to definitely run wild eventually. Once you get to the mid and to the dry down, the tonka bean is going to be the feature player. No ifs, no ands, no buts. At least it is on my skin. Now, again, 85 to 95% close to the Le Beau EDT. Definitely. Both very, very good. Is it redundant to have both? Listen, if you're into fragrances and you're that enthusiast and you want the little differences that's going to pop up in your fragrances that you can tell that are in your fragrances from a clone and an original, this is a great example, because to my nose, this comes off a little bit more sweeter, maybe even more than a little bit sweeter than the EDT of Le Beau. Now, performance on both around the same. DNA, in the neighborhood, both of them are. Summertime, yes. You want to smell different, unique in the summer. Instead of your big harsh oranges or lemons, you want something a little bit more interesting. Yes, you're going to get these with both of these. Retail price on this one, I believe, was around $130. Retail price on this one, from what I paid $40 for this fragrance from Aroma Concepts. All right, so that's going to be different to the price. Now, which one is the winner? Who wins the versus? You gotta pick one. I really love Kaheela Platinum. I do love it. I do appreciate the sweetness of the tonka bean. I like the moderate flow of the coconut in here, and the citrus is just right at the point where you can recognize it, in my opinion. But today's winner, you probably knew that before we got here, is definitely from the house of Jean Paul Gaultier. Le Beau EDT is the winner of today's versus battle. Okay, so when I pick a winner, that doesn't mean that this one isn't good. It is. If you're trying to save a couple of dollars and you're on a budget and you want to be in the neighborhood, get Kaheela Platinum. Just be reminded of that. It has a little bit sweeter touch. If you've already smelled this one and you've already experienced this one just has a little bit more of a sweeter touch. All right, and that's why, for me personally, this is something I will wear more in the summer evenings and going into the summer nights. All right, this one right here, I pretty much would wear any time of the day, summer morning, summer afternoon, even in the high heat, because like I said, the coconut and the bergamot, the citrus feel, it's there. The tonka bean isn't as roaring sweet or powdery once this thing continues to go on, in my opinion. All right, so versus battle, Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau EDT, Paris Corners, Kaheela Platinum. The winner, once again, is going to be Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau et la Toilette. All right, nice battle. Both of these are really good. The links to both of these will be in the description, and you can be the judge yourself. So, Smell Good family, let me know if you smell both of these. If you have both of these, which one do you prefer, and which one are you really rolling with? All right, both of them are really good, especially for this time of year. All right, so Don't forget, the 6K giveaway is now live. Don't forget to enter once this video wraps up. And I appreciate all the support and all the love as always. Hopefully this rain and wind goes on by itself and I can get back to wearing these type of scents for sure. All right, Smell Good family, y'all take care of yourselves, man. Be safe, be cool, man. You know, invest in you. All right, whatever you put out, that's what you're gonna get back for sure. All right, so what else is there? Splag up, splag it down, splag it that thing all around. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. All right, the video is over now. All right, appreciate y'all.